dissolution.
Yeah.
Dissolution of the ego. That what's happening with all of them is it removes all this nonsense narrative in your head. Everyone's ego has this nonsense view of the world that's based on them being the most important
Please
thing.
remain
And
calm.
that,
You may notice
all
a
the shit that
slight
they're thinking
change
about
in the
right now is of
environment.
the utmost importance. Needs
Fear
to be done
not.
right now.
It's
That's why people
all
run
part
red
of the
lights.
plan.
Like, you can't even wait. You can't even wait. You fuck. It's one thing if it's a
Gornest
medical emergency,
location is
kids being
nearby.
born, someone's got a broken
This is
leg,
the
you
site
just
where
gotta
the
get to the
invasion
hospital right away.
began.
I get
The
it. I
oldest
100% get it. But there's some people that just want to be,
location on the
they
planet.
just want to make that
The
left turn. They don't
Ark
give a
fought
fuck.
hard,
Life
but
change.
they
They
were
want to cut in
eventually
front of
driven
you,
out
make
by
that
the
turn, and
demons.
even block traffic. They think more about themselves than they do about other people. And that's a side effect of this life that's being set up. It's almost like maybe that's how it works. Maybe your life creates challenges where there are no challenges, and the challenges are it tries to diminish you, tries to see if you're paying attention, tries to weaken you and make you stupid and turn you into a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
If you walked into any restaurant during lunchtime and see people on their phones, it's like, this is bonkers. If this was anything else, that where half the room was using an electronic and staring into it for long moments at a time, not interacting with the person across from them, if that becomes almost the norm, that like at least 50% of the people, everyone's interrupting everybody, they're all just barely paying attention to each other.
Yeah. Well, they haven't developed the muscle. I mean, it's a muscle. If people just assume the ability to have a conversation is a natural part of being an adult. But it's like, I think that's happening to a lot of people. To the point now where I just try to be, I guess it's like, I just lowered my expectations. To the point of like, I don't know how many people can pay attention that much, and I know I'm certain distracted. It doesn't feel fucking weird. Even if you're just watching TV or something, and they pull their phone out and start looking at it.
Oh, it's so weird.
It's like the energy immediately downshifts the moment that.
If you're watching a movie with someone and they're over there on their phone, like, come on.
Yeah.
Watch the goddamn movie.
Yeah. Even though we're not talking, doesn't mean we're not connected.
It's weird. It's weird. Even fights. You watch fights with your friends, they're on their phone all the time. It's like, you're not even watching these fights.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
That's why, at the Denver Comedy Works, they've got the Dave Chappelle.
Bags. Yeah.
So, like, I was listening. Do you ever listen to an audience that doesn't have access to their phones before a show? So what? No, they want to do this, motherfucker. Where's my phone? No,
they talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like the sound is better. It's a better sound out there. It's a different murmur than the phone murmur crap. So I don't know, man. I think
life presents all sorts of adversity, and some adversity doesn't feel like adversity. It's sneaky, and that's what cell phones are. That's what technology is. That's certainly social media. You don't realize what social media truly can do from that shit. There's a bunch of people tweeting and stuff, and then you realize, it's horrible. This feeling of being attacked by this thing that's been groomed. It's like, if the Earth is trying to get rid of it, the Earth has decided that there's a actually someone that should be allowed to pollute everything around it. It should be allowed to scab up the Earth with giant concrete fan. And that's what we're doing. Everywhere. Cover up all the ground. Dismove all the lights. Then we shut off the lights so we can't recognize it. The whole recipe is perfect. It's perfect for charming us to sleep. Every aspect of it. The ego part, the fact that it exists, the fact that we have this biological imperative to stay alive and breed, and then keep our DNA alive. There's all these things that are set into you to make sure that happens. All the while, where you recognize the death of being part of a finite life form.
Right.
To get to do something you hate every day.
Yeah. You just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you do something you don't enjoy.
And when you get to reincarnation, which I love, that thing you're doing you don't enjoy, you think reincarnation for infinite life. That's called displacer. It's sort of, it's like underneath your identity, basically your code. It's your tendencies, I guess is the way you put it. So like, if you have a tendency to, that's something that dealing with for infinite lifetimes. It never ever goes away until you start waking up. Because the idea is you just go from being this set of conditioned responses, reactions to your environment, to being something that's like lucid living. And you know, if you want to lucid living, try lucid living, you know, which is the practice, I would say, of like first what is the situation? You know, like the other day, I was sitting on the couch, I took my socks off, and I spun it like a lasso, threw it from my right foot. I'm like, oh my god, holy shit, that's how I've been taking my socks off for years. And I didn't even know it. I pull them off and like that was insane. I didn't even know I was doing something so cool. I started doing that stuff as a kid. Like I probably saw some cool kid lasso his socks and throw it. I'm doing stuff fucking lasso on my socks. But like, how many other things are just like that? They're just pure situation, pure reactivity. And this is where you run into scary shit. But Jeremy here, you know that guy is? Jeremy. He's an author. He like developed all this VR technology. He's within Silicon Valley and was just starting working on VR before the technology was even there to have VR goggles. He was like building. I think he like helped his group help build 20 actual systems. Sorry, he's out there.
With some,
written a lot of great books. One of them, 12 reasons to get out, 10 reasons to get out of social media now. But yeah, yep. But you know, it's called like 10 or 12. I can't remember, 12 reasons to get off of social media now. Delete your accounts and everything. Book of these are like better than that, like the John and everything. But that's just him sort of like talking about what it's like working in Silicon Valley back then, and his sort of opinions on this stuff.
is he a white guy with dreadlocks?
Yeah, look! Yeah. What would... well, yeah. I think people do judge his meat body, but
His meat body?
well, his physical appearance or
Oh,
whatever.
is he a large fellow?
He's fucking brilliant,
Oh, I
man.
believe it. Listen, man, there's a lot of brilliant people driving there.
Yeah, it's okay to have it. I'm defending him because I'm like a nerd. I love him. He's playing pipe. Who cares? He's a genius. Let him be. I don't care what he... I don't care.
This is going to be called a
God damn it, I didn't see the pipe holder. Who cares? I didn't see the pipe holder.
Let's say class we should say, like, kind of slow on that.
Okay, I didn't see that.
A lot of them,
Don't look at him. Forget it.
that makes you back up because there's very few things in life that I love more than white guys with dreadlocks with their eyes closed playing the flute. There's very few things in life that make me feel like, man,
If I had that picture of me online, I would want people to turn off their social media too.
here's a new flute.
God,
Eyes closed.
who cares? He plays a flute.
He plays a flute. I bet he's
brilliant.
amazing at it.
I'm
Dude,
sure he's great.
nothing wrong with what he's doing. I think it's amazing. I wish I could play a flute. He's playing another flute. Look at that flute. That's a dope looking flute, though. What's that flute? That flute was dope. Listen, flutes sound cool, and I'm not being disingenuous. I'm not being sarcastic. Flutes sound cool. I wish I could. What is that thing, though? That needs to go away. What is
It's
that
like
silly?
a zither.
He's
That's
in The
a
Hobbit.
zither.
He's in the movie The Hobbit. He's in the movie The Hobbit. He's in the fucking pub, and he's playing that thing in the back because they haven't figured out real music yet. Sir, I'm only joking.
I know you
I
are.
appreciate your contributions. I'm just joking. I'm sure you're brilliant. Duncan's one.
He's brilliant.
I'm just joking.
Look, if you want to listen, you play the flute. All
Listen,
you
there's
want.
a lot of like the kind of people that are like super intelligent and whacked out on technology. I think something like the flute would be an amazing way to decompress.
Right.
An organic. I mean, you're literally using your body to make a sound with air and tubes.
He plays.
It's amazing.
He said he plays like 100 instruments or something.
Sure.
He's just some kind of genius, but here's the scary thing he said, which is, if like B.F. Skinner's right, and pretty much if you can control a thing's environment, you can control it. This is the reason to be terrified of AI, because the more advanced an AI gets, like our assumption is that the thing's going to eat us or kill us or whatever. It might just gradually hypnotize us, and hypnotize us by creating more and more enticing things that grab our attention, hacks our neurology, and begins to like just do things that are completely impossible to not look at. And that, when you're saying an AI, advised the pandemic, what if that, how do you look away from a pandemic? All of our nervous systems right now are completely fixated on every tremor, every ripple, every little data point that flies across our screens. We are so absorbed in it right now. We are locked in like cats chasing laser pointers, and that is what he said we should be most afraid of, is that these things eventually could get to the point of completely grabbing us. And what you were saying earlier is kind of, maybe that's what already happened.
Maybe that is a process.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a process that's not even put in place by anything other than life itself. That life itself has these systems set up so no one thing ever totally dominates, and when it does, they find ways into it. And then it's this constant state of chaos that produces better and better life forms.
Right.
That's what it is. I mean, if you want to admit, or you want to state that we are better than our ancient ancestors, the pre-Homo sapien hominids, I think we're better. I think we're better. They might have been stronger than us, but we've created more. Overall, as a species, I think it's better to be a person than it is to be a pre-person, right? I think as it goes on and on, we're going to think the same way. I think the next stage of existence is going to be so happy it's not a person running around letting their dick think for them and fucking getting drunk all the time and crashing their motorcycle and all the dumb shit that people do. All of the dumb shit, from alcohol and drug abuse to fucked up relationships to everything we do, to lying and stealing and being selfish, all that shit. We'd be so happy if that all went away. Oh my God. The pre-humans used to eat each other's babies. They were always fucking stealing and robbing.
My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends transition into their humans.
The humans were so full of shit. They were all addicted to their phones. They didn't even see it coming. The phone snuck in their life. They welcomed it with new versions every year, paying for their own demise. Happily. And they were all angry and bitter and mean and jealous and fucking thoughtless and polluting. And then the next stage came along and they eliminated all that. And we all live in harmony.
Now we're all gravel.
No, now we're all
great gravel, pebble.
Space.
Yeah, or just
we're all part of the next.
Yeah, and we already are. I mean, I think probably we already are that. But I mean, to me, I think that whatever's happening, we just have to make it. Like, whether or not it is a good thing or not, if there is something great about humans, is that we're capable of alchemizing phenomena in a way that it doesn't completely drive us nuts or paralyze us. That's anything that's happening to humans can be converted into something either scared, self-destructive, rationalize your anger, rationalize your shitty decisions, or it can be used as a thing that completely, quote, converts you, completely shifts your message or way of living. And that's what's beautiful about humans, is that at any given moment you can do that. Like at any given moment, you can shed your operating system, theoretically. You could drop all of the hang-ups, all the weird shit. Jerking off 3 times a day? You could maybe take it down 2 times a day. Are you drinking every single night? You can stop that. And to me, that's like, the future beings, whatever they are, I hope one of these qualities had no idea how powerful they were. They were sleepwalking when they could have at any moment connected to the great truth, the divine, the glory of all things, and could have theoretically, any one of them, just one of them, could have converted an entire planet into up-level, up-resonance, up-consciousness. But somebody woke up for real. And I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know what that looks like.
But this is happening. What's happening with this virus, where it's unfortunate forcing us to stop work. It's a terrible thing for people financially, but it is in a sense a reset button. It's a real reset button. To know that this shitty job that you hate going to will go away at any moment, because all jobs will go away at any moment, is a real wake-up call, because even the good jobs are going away, right? If you're in San Francisco, you have the best job in the world. Guess what? You can't even go there. You might have the best job. You're so fucking pumped to go to work every day. You can't go. You can't go.
Yeah.
So that can be taken away from you too. So if you're living a bullshit life, like, recognize that all of this for everybody could go away.
Right.
If Yellowstone blows, half the people die.
Right.
Like, easily,
Yeah.
maybe more.
Right.
And that motherfucker could easily go.
Sure.
We need these little catastrophes sometimes just to let us understand that the window of time that we've been existing in that's been relatively free of disaster is unique. And that's not normal. Normal is
My
mad.
brothers and
Normal
sisters,
is we're in the middle of a
let's
fucking
help
shooting
make our
gallery,
friends'
70,000 miles
transition
an hour
into
around
their
a
new
fireball.
world
That's
a
normal.
comfortable one.
And every now and then shit flies into our atmosphere and wreaks havoc.
This is why I love Hollow Earth theory, man. You ever get into that shit? You ever get into that?
Is that for people to get kicked out of the Flat Earth Society?
Yeah, Flat Earth people is down on Hollow Earth. But Hollow Earth is, like, to me, my favorite of them all. Because, its idea is, like, yeah, humans have been on the planet for a long time. And if we want to go into, like, the cool idea of the Atlanteans and advanced civilizations, at some point, if you can't create a way to protect from the meteor impacts and you're looking to really sustain civilization, you're going to want to go in there, man. And so, to me, it's such a fucking cool idea that in the core of the Earth, there's another sun that has these advanced civilizations that haven't been disrupted by the shit that haven't come to this planet. It turns the Earth into a spaceship. Inside the spaceship, and outside the spaceship, it's like a celestial sun that's like growing out of the system. Or it's like, another way to put it would be, outside the spaceship is not that. Like, hovering outside the spaceship is just a bunch of, like, us that are inside the thing who have basically been completely disrupted over and over and over again. So they have no idea what history is. They have no idea where the planet came from. They don't know anything. And now we've sort of grown out of control all around the ship. And so this kind of shit that's happening is like turning on the windshield wiper. It's like, hey man, you got humans on you. You know that, right, man? You're like crawling. Oh fuck. Wipe them out. Get rid of them. Let's just scrub the fucking surface. Do some earthquakes. Yellowstone is just a windshield wiper.
Yeah.
For the people who live inside the planet.
Well, you know what humans are, man? Really? A vector for ideas. It's ideas that change it. The humans just do the work of the ideas. What we are, we're the first thing that can manipulate our environment that has ideas. We're the first thing with ideas. All these other animals, they had instincts. They had ideas in terms of like trying to figure out the best patterns to acquire food, how to sneak up on birds.
Yeah.
But if you think cats have ideas, well, guess what? They all have the same fucking idea. Cats aren't inventing shit.
Right.
You know, they're not inventing things. There's a specific kind of idea that's unique to a human being. Regardless of the sentience of other animals, ours is unique in that it allows us to make stuff. Not just little things. We can make gigantic machines that travel into space, and all the wild creations of human beings all came out of ideas. We think it's all humans, but true, we're the ones that put forth. But if you're a thing that wants to get born and you need a host, you get that curious ape that's just been trying to figure out better ways to stab its neighbor with a spear. Get that thing and slowly infect it with ideas. stuff to make, and then it goes out and does the work for you, and then you take over the earth. The ideas have taken over the earth. The people are just the toys of the ideas. Now, if instead of ideas you said demons, I mean, that's literally what people used to think was happening to folks when they did terrible things. They had bad ideas, they acted on those bad ideas, and ancient religions thought of those ideas like they were demons, like these people were possessed. That was a common thought, that someone's possessed by a demon.
Still is.
We're all possessed by ideas, and some possessed by them more than others. Like Elon Musk is particularly haunted. He's possessed by ideas. And what does he do? Well, look at what he's done. He's one guy that probably had more of an impact on our perception of what the future holds in terms of technology than any other one individual human being that is widely known of. Like, I mean, he's doing Tesla, which is the most advanced electric cars in the world. They're insane. Then he's doing this fucking loop thing, right? The hyper or the boring project where he's boring. He's doing the hyperloop. He's doing the boring project to make a tunnel under LA and Vegas.
Can be the face of turn.
Tunnels going
The
120
frontier
miles an
has
hour.
more
Then
than
he
a
makes
challenge.
rockets that shoot up into space. Oh, and solar power too. Yeah. What? How is one guy doing all this? What's going on there? Well, that guy's affected by ideas. That guy probably has a huge receptor, and ideas clung onto him. Just like some girls have big tits, some people have crazy parts of their brain that soaks in ideas. There's no rhyme or reason to why. But what they are is an antenna for ideas. Those ideas come up and they're like, wow, I'm glad I thought of that. And then you go to work on it. You go to work on all kinds of different crazy things that can change the world forever. Whoever invented food machines, right? He's like, figure out how to shut it off. We'll figure it out. No one ever does. But that person talks people, or that group of people whose ideas all coincide, talks people into building a gigantic nuclear furnace that you never shut off.
How crazy is that? That's crazy. There's the meteor impact, but we have no way incoming ideas. There's some ideas coming in are going to be great, but there's going to be a few that are really bad ideas. Like, you know, he had an idea, and it was a bad fucking idea. What was that idea? That idea was just floating in the astral plane, gradually just shooting towards Hitler's fucking brain.
That idea is